Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to create and edit documents using Google Drive and Google Docs, which are sort of the same thing. So we'll talk a little bit about what that is. And there's a whole bunch of different options, but Google Docs is really easy because it's free and you can get it even if you don't have a Gmail account. So we're going to talk about that and what it looks like. We're going to look at it on the computer and then we'll look at what it looks like on the phone. So when I say document for this, what I'm talking about is like a word processing document. So where something is mostly words. So like if you're writing a letter, you're like making a form, you're, I don't know, creative writing, anything like that. So just thinking about something that's mostly words. You can have pictures in there too, but the primary thing that you're looking at is word processing, like something you would have done like on a typewriter back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So what we have here is I went ahead and sent us a sample document. So Christina's going to go ahead and open that in our Tech Talk email. And what this this was a document that was actually made on my desktop in Word, but we're going to open it in Google Docs. So up at the top, so you can see the text of this. It just says, hello to everyone at Tech Talk. That's you. This is a sample document. And it gives us the option up at the top to open it with Google Docs. So if you have a Gmail account, this is something that you will automatically have. Whenever you get a document sent to you, it will give you the option of opening it with Google Docs. And if you don't have something like Word or another word processing thing on your computer or your phone that you use, this is a really good option because, like I said, it's free. And it's also what we've talked about. I think we might not have talked about it in a little while, but what we've talked about before, which is cloud storage. So if you hear somebody talk about the cloud, that's kind of like a general term for anything that's sort of stored on the internet. So if you go anywhere and look up your Google Drive, you could be on your phone or a computer somewhere else. If you have your password and can log in, you can get access to these files. So that's what it means by like the cloud. So this is one version of that. All right, so Christina's going to go ahead and open this with Google Docs. It's saying continue editing on here because we actually practiced this. If we had not already opened this once, it would just say open with Google Docs. All right, so we're going to click on edit the latest. So what we see here is when you do that, you have a document in front of you. So I sent this to the Tech Talk email, but then once we have it, we can add to it. So Christina's just going to type some more stuff on it. There we go. So if you ever get like a Word document, any sort of word processing document, you should be able to open it in Google Docs like this. And you can add stuff to it, you can edit it, you can then send it back to the person who sent it to you. You can share it with other people, but it's sort of like another thing that you can do where like multiple people can work on the same document at one time. But if you're receiving a document, this is how you can sort of, you can edit it by yourself in here, and it saves automatically. So you don't actually have to worry about hitting save all the time. That's really quite nice. Yeah, exactly where Christina's pointing right now with her cursor. The last edit was seconds ago. That's what it says. So it automatically just keeps saving, Make available offline is one of them too. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Like what they're saying is you should do this on a computer that's your own computer, not like one that has public access, just so people can't manipulate your files from a different place. So you can do that for sure. Yeah, and then Christina's going to show us.
Showing that saving. It's showing save to drive there. So that's how you know. Click on this icon to see your document save and network connection status.
Mm-hmm. So that shows you when you've saved. So you don't have to worry about losing any of this. Okay. And if you want to come back to this in the future, you go to your Google Drive. So to get to your drive, you're going to do the drop down. Okay, you see where Christina is? if you have a Gmail account, you're going to go to where those 9 dots are, and you'll see this thing that says Drive. That's your Google Drive. Okay. And when you click in there, you'll have all your files. So there it is, your sample doc right there. Okay. So if you wanted to write something in there and then save it and come back to it, you can always do that. So that is just the real basic how you would use Google Docs on the desktop.
I just also quickly showed that when you open up your drive, you can also search for the name of the document you're looking for. Because sometimes you don't have just 6 documents in your drive if you've been using it for many years.
Exactly. Another thing, Christina, can we look, can we just create a new document as well?
Yep.
So let's go back. All right. So if you were starting from scratch and you just want to create a document of your own, that little plus sign that says new, we're going to go down to Google Docs. Just click on that. And that'll give you a whole blank document that you can just start from wherever you want. And if you click where Christina just had it, untitled document, there you can make your title. Christina makes a doc. And then you can just type in whatever you want from there. So this is a really easy way to just make and edit documents. And then, you know, if you go somewhere, again, like you could go to somewhere like Staples, or like if you don't have a printer, or you could, if you have a printer, you can print from there. But if you go somewhere like Staples, because it's in the cloud, anywhere that has internet access, if you log into your Google Drive account, you'll be able to access these documents. And if you need to print them, you can print them. We're gonna, I think, move over to the phone real quick so you can see how it looks on there. It's a little different, as most things from computer to phone are, but we'll show you how that works. So you should be able to see my phone now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Tech Talk test email. All right, so this is exactly what Christina was just doing. I just want to show it to you on the phone at the same time. So this is that sample document, is that first email that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. All right, and you see that the document is down here, and it's giving me the option to download it or open it with Drive. Actually, no, I'm going to click that. And it'll ask me if I want to open it with Office Mobile, which I don't really use. Again, these are other options for how to look at these documents or use them. I just prefer Google Drive, and that's what Docs is. It's part of Google Drive, and I'll show you that on the phone in just a second too. So I want to open it with Docs. I'm going to do that. So you see, it looks a little different. Okay, it's sort of like a unto itself. So I'm going to click that little, I'm sorry if you didn't see that, there was a little pencil at the bottom to edit this. So I'm just going to say hi everyone again, everything similar. Okay, so, and that'll keep saving itself too. So it works real similarly, as you see. And then it's going to automatically save. If I wanted to, oh wait, actually this is telling me to save. I think it's because my internet connection is not great. Okay, see, I'm saving this to my drive. Okay, it should, in regular, if you're well connected to anything, it should automatically save on its own. But if you ever see that thing that pops up that asks you to save it, just go ahead and hit save. So that's what it's going to look like on here. If you don't see, I want to show you just what the icon for Drive looks like when you're opening it on your phone. If you have like a Galaxy, like not an iPhone, you probably already have this on your, downloaded on your phone under your Google apps. So if you go to, most of you, if you have that, you'll have a folder that says Google. That's where your Gmail is if you haven't moved it. You'll also see this that says Drive. Okay, and that's where all of these live. And you see the edited one, we can open up the one that Christina edited, and it says, hello everyone, this is Christina. So we got that change on here. Okay, and then just like Christina did before, if we want to just make a file, if it's not that we're downloading a file, but we just want to make our own, we're going to go straight to Drive. All right, we'll see the documents that we already have in here. And where that plus sign is, whenever you want to make something new, if you see that plus sign, that's how you're making new anything, whatever it is. And it's going to give me the option of, I can make a folder, I can upload something, I can scan from here, which is really helpful. But then these are the sort of major three programs that go in Google Drive, and it's Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. Google Docs is what we're going to be using for mostly text, so mostly words. Google Sheets is more like numbers, like spreadsheets. And then Google Slides would be like a presentation. So if I wanted to make my own doc, I just did a plus sign. I'm putting it on the light theme because it's easier to see. Just gonna say, hi, this is a whole new doc. Okay. So that's how you would make your own documents. And again, that would save into your Drive. And look, if I go up here, I'm sorry, that was kind of quick. Up there where it says untitled doc right now, that's where you can change the name of the file. So I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna call it Francis. I don't know why, just because. And there, when you name it, then that's what it'll be called in your Drive. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.